I'm just like,
damn, I could have had it, but I didn't.
Almost.
Damn, I could have had it, but I didn't. Damn, I could have had it, but I didn't.
Yeah, that's basically right. Every fucking time.
So who would take one?
Number one in my mind.
Who we're like catering to, I would suppose, because it's like personally, my own personal opinion, he doesn't take number one, but Boba Fett is obviously the most recognized.
Right, most recognized, yeah. For me, it's between Seven Samurai and the A-Team for number one.
Shit.
And I'll tell you why.
Really?
I'll tell you why.
Over the Serenity crew?
Mm-hmm. Because
I think A-Team probably takes it as far as like strict mercenary goes.
Right, because like they both both the Seven Samurai and the A-Team were literally soldiers who were hired for money, but they were hired by the common.
It was like his breakfast cereal mission and
right. I said both the Seven Samurai and the A-Team.
Reagan mission, and then his beat up Rocky Balboa mission.
That was a good mission. Good mission.
No, that was the worst film in the whole series, next to 5, which doesn't count. I'm pretty sure that was struck from Rocky canon.
It is actually. Much like that one fucking guy, Ryder Strong. What?
You just referenced Sean from Boy Meets World as a porn star.
He has the best fucking porn star name of all porn star names.
Amber Waves.
It's good, but it's not. Oh, that's fucking phenomenal. Okay. Let me see something here. Fister Mantastic. I hate you. Fantastic.
Since the Seven Samurai only did the one mission,
Mm-hmm.
I think A-Team's number one, but I'm gonna. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. I was trying to see if it would work. It's on a huge fucking delay, though. That's hilarious.
So is this going to be like podcastception? Because they're going to be able to hear you listening to the live stream of the podcast on the podcast while they're live streaming it.
Right now, yeah.
Shit, mind blown.
I'm pausing. I am fucking shutting that shit down right now, though.
I feel like Deadpool needs to be really high on the list still.
Yeah, I can see that. Deadpool would take my number 2, I think.
I think so too. I think he takes number 2. I think, again, due to quantity of missions. I mean, you're a mercenary one time makes you a one-time mercenary. It doesn't make you the end-all, be-all, banner, fucking waving mercenary, okay? So I think number 3 should probably either go to the Serenity crew or Boba Fett.
So for number 3?
Yeah. So like our number 1's A-Team, right?
Yep.
Our number 2's Deadpool. So number 3, yeah. See, now I'm starting.
I'd give it to the Serenity crew for that one.
Yeah, see, now I'm starting to think the Seven Samurai fall to the very end of the list. I mean, this ain't top 5 village saving Samaritans, man.
They were village saving, though. Let's be honest.
And Samaritans.
And Samaritans, yes, true.
From
Samaria. Yep, that's it. I didn't know that, actually.
It's even in your docket.
It is in my docket. You're right. Fuck. That's dumb.
We square? We got this fixed?
Yeah.
So we're locked, cocked, and ready to talk?
All right. I was like, I don't know if you should finish that. But all right. Hang on, I'm just posting links to our live show. What? Motherfucker.
Don't be impressed with yourself.
God, I love that
just
show.
Don't be impressed with yourself. You're like an asshole who discovered a Google extension, okay? Like, don't be so high and mighty. Like, we're streaming live and shit. Make it rain.
I love it.
Somebody tweeted things?
Right. All right, yeah, we're ready to go. Let me know when you're ready to go.
I don't know, man. Let me stretch first. I'm good. Let's do this shit.
All right, awesome.
I read your docket. I'm not going to pull it up this whole time, though.
Okay, sounds good to me. Fuck.
Did we even mic check me?
Yeah, I was...
Yeah, no, I waited. Like an extra 3 seconds I waited.
God damn it. Yeah, I mic checked you. But now I don't know which mic you were on, so make sure you're good. Which mic is that?
Mic 2.
Mic 2? Okay. Nope, you're set.
Awesome. Okay, nope, can't hear you. Let's move on.
Okay. So are we ready to... Since you waited so that I could start. All right, good.
Yeah, let's make this happen.
What's going on, everybody? And welcome to episode 64 of the Hypocritics podcast. My name is Carl, and I am joining you live. Actually, this is our first live show. So if you happen to catch the live stream, that's
all the
awesome.
other ones were dead.
Yeah, dead on arrival. But I'm joining you with Caleb the Sane. How's it going, sir?
Nah, it's going.
Yeah, that's good. Glad
to be here.
Yeah.
Hasn't been as frequent lately.
Well,
as one would like. I'm a very busy man.
Clearly, we took last week off. There were some unforeseen circumstances, as well as some foreseen circumstances that just happened
everywhere. Totally saw it.
We can't do that because that sounds too much like spiders to me. And that does. Yes, it does. All right, so we've got a jam-packed docket today since we weren't on. Oh, damn it. Yeah, since we weren't on last week. So let's jump right into that, into our movie section. So apparently those tattoos that Jared Leto's Joker had were actually canon. He has the tattoos apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, there were some pictures released a few days back that show him on the set with the tattoos, including the infamous damaged tattoo on his forehead.
So are people upset about this for some reason?
Yeah.
Why?
People were furious.
Guys. Why so serious?
Oh, that was really good, actually.
Did you say actually? Like, I'm used to your lame crap. What? Where you been, Caleb? God.
No, that was solid. Well done.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Let them tell the story.
That. And you know what? I'm in. Like, he looks gaudy anyway. Like, hair is bright green, which I'm sure they'll tone down in terms of color correction for the movie and all that. Like,
and the Joker was wearing a pinstripe suit, nobody would fucking say shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's set present day, and it has a more present day degraded meth head feel about the Joker.
Right.
Why are we pushing against this?
Because people can't let go of the past. To some people, like, the Joker wouldn't have those tattoos. Well, I don't know. Today's Joker possibly would.
Why wouldn't he? And
right.
Nobody even knows if the Joker them by dinner. Like, who's to say what sort of choices he's going to make in regards to body modification?
That's valid. I don't know. People legitimately just hated it.
Wait.
Yes.
Okay. But, all right, so they're saying that the Joker wouldn't get those tattoos.
Uh-huh.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
People are saying the tats are redundant and stupid and shit.
But the last time we saw the body modification that the Joker had made, it was an enormous Chelsea smile on his own fucking face.
Yes.
So, I mean, that said, nobody said shit about that.
Yeah, but I mean, at that time, people had more to worry about with, the gay cowboy Joker that everyone was so terrified of. So,
the gay cowboy Joker,
everyone, hey,
also known as the Riddler.
That's kind of fucked up. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, people hated it, and there was like that whole to-do, last month or something like that about. They released the pictures of the Joker. He had the tattoos on and all that. And then a report came out that that was false and he wasn't going to have it, and everyone rejoiced. And now they have to take those rejoicings. I don't know. Fuck those.
Hey guys, how about we all huddle up, we get together, and we just start throwing mad amounts of fucking shade at something we have. If you can't hate it on the principle, okay, it's Batman. Like, get fucking owned on the internet for your shitty, pithy little opinions and whatnot.
What if he was like a victim of, of like the girl with the dragon tattoo style revenge, like one of his on his head? That would be a good story. You want to know how I got these tattoos? It'd be a great story.
You know what I think would be better?
Mm-hmm.
Is if it was Jack Nicholson playing the role and they just tattooed it aged. Like just the end.
Just
part.
The end of.
You wouldn't be able to see it between the wrinkles, but the principle of the thing,
But like taking the wrinkles into consideration. So then
it's a big optical illusion on his head.
Exactly. All right, let's move on. So apparently, and this is just a rumor as of last I checked, we do have our Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man.
Yeah. So everybody, please put your hands together. Welcome, Tobey Maguire. What am I, like, late to the party or something?
That shit. No love for Tobey, apparently.
What? I love Tobey Maguire. He was great in that one thing.
Which
Wonder
one?
Boys. Wonder Boys. He was great in Wonder Boys.
Wasn't he in October Sky as well? Or was that somebody else?
Never saw it.
Never saw that?
No.
It was about... Okay. Never mind. Cool.
Was Tobey Maguire in it?
Fuck if I know. I think so.
Then probably never saw it. Saw Wonder Boys. That was awesome.
All right. Well, our new Spider-Man... is rumored to be what?
Spider-Boy?
Spider-Boy, yeah. Asa Butterfield. So if you've seen Ender's Game or The Amazing Hugo, that wasn't the title. The Amazing Hugo, which it should have been.
That sounds like a back alley magician. You need to stay away from The Amazing Hugo, kids.
No, the movie was just Hugo, but then you know. And I
heard that they actually had to delay filming until he's, old enough to cross the street by himself, and then they'll graduate to web slinging.
18 years old.
He's a pup.
He looks like he's like 12.
Yeah, he looks like he could play Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, he does.
The not cool reporter for the newspaper. Totally different newspaper.
Oh, we'll talk about Jimmy Olsen, James later.
Wait,
actually.
What?
Yeah, we'll talk.
Why? No, why did you? No, I don't. No, I don't want this to happen.
Well, you're on the wrong show.
Tell me that we're talking about like the estranged Olsen twin who actually played the dog on the show. No one could tell. And
James
now
Olsen as
now he plays Mary Kate.
Oh,
kind of like a lot of guys in her neighborhood.
Oh, see, yeah, you had to do it. I don't like it.
That's her motto, actually.
Whoa.
That's what they all say. This is gonna go on forever.
All right.
Give him a chance. I mean, it depends on what they're shooting for. Obviously, they're shooting for like a Peter Parker, which I'm not too appreciative of them taking that angle because it's supposedly going to be the first point in which we see Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, he was already a veteran hero. That's why he was a big deal.
To be fair, Kevin Feige, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now, there is a young Spider-Man swinging around helping people and shit. We just haven't seen it. We haven't gotten wind of it on our end. But
by that same philosophy, Bigfoot is also running around helping people as Batman.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying that in his universe, he's already taken that into consideration. So that's the counterpoint to your point.
Yeah, the counterpoint sucks, though. I mean, it's the fourth argument.
Kinda, yeah.
No body, no crime. Is that where we're going with? I mean, if he was as noteworthy as Spider-Man should be, then we would have seen him.
I don't know. Maybe they'll have a way of explaining that in the story that'll make sense of it. But right now, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we should have had a good explanation for that shit in the comics. It was always like so-and-so's memory got erased. Or so-and-so got completely extinct from human history until now.
Or so-and-so
to the Watcher
made a deal with the devil. It's a good theory. It's solid. Kind of holds up.
Kind of.
Yeah. I think that they should do that.
I would totally agree.
They need to do that and have Stan Lee be the Watcher. B, they need to have Stan Lee show up in Deadpool and have Deadpool actually be like, I know that guy. Like
break the fourth wall.
Yeah. That shit would be hilarious.
It holds up on so many fucking levels. It only shows up at a key point in history when the whole history of things is being changed or something epic is happening. And the only times we see Stan Lee's cameos are when something amazing is happening.
Which is why that shit holds up. I'm down. I agree with this 100%. All right, so we'll move on to the next story.
Next song.
That's right.
Next song.
So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, that movie that's still happening. That's exactly how I feel about all of it. They're bringing back a classic villain.
Hitler?
No, that's Michael Bay.
Hitler's mom? The classic villains. Mussolini. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein's monster.
No,
Frankenstein was the monster.
Nah.
Yeah, never mind. Good call. No, Krang, actually, is the villain that we're bringing back. They already got Bebop and Rocksteady in on this. Casey Jones, played by Stephen Amell from Arrow, and the original April O'Neil is making a cameo, Judith Hogue, from the original movies. So apparently this is going to be the TV show.
Playing Splinter?
She actually looks really good for her age, dude. Let me rescind what I just said. Hang on, let me back that up. I'm going to backpedal on that. She actually looks really good, dude. He said, and I was like, yeah, all right. She held up. I'm all about it. So, yeah. But yeah, Krang, what do you think? Riveting. I love your opinion on this.
It's hard to have an opinion on something that's so void of substance. See, you're asking me what I feel about the addition of an obviously more CGI'd touchstone to a cartoon that I loved as a child.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
But it's not being what it to be. I can guarantee on that because it's my okay? Like if I wanted my childhood memories blown up, I would call Michael Bay.
He's very fucking good at it.
He's not, though, is the thing. He's not good at anything.
No. He's good at blowing them up. He's just not good at making them good.
No, his guys, his blow the shit up guys are good at that. Michael Bay is not good at a goddamn thing. The only good thing he ever did was he directed that Got Milk commercial where the guy like puts the peanut butter sandwich in his mouth and then he gets
that's right.
Hamilton. He directed that commercial. Only good fucking thing he's ever done, including The Rock. Not even Sean Connery could save that piece of shit, and that's really, really saying something.
That's a sacrilegious statement. A lot of people will come for your head for that.
I watched Sean Connery play a Spaniard who was talking to a French guy playing in The Highlander, and that was way better even than The Rock.
That's hilarious. On a semi-related note, I've been watching Battles of History lately.
All right.
So I've got the entire Michael Bay portion of the last Epic Rap Battles of History.
What was the topic?
It was actually Steven Spielberg versus Alfred Hitchcock.
Did they just kick the shit out of Michael Bay together?
It's funny that you say that. Spielberg went first, and he had a line about Michael Bay in there, and like using Michael Bay's terribleness to insult Hitchcock. Then it was Hitchcock's turn. He had a line about Michael Bay in there, used it to bash on Spielberg. Then Quentin Tarantino, and he had a line about Michael Bay in there and used it to bash both of them.
How many times did he say the N-word and the F-word?
He said the F-word a lot. No N-words on this one, though.
That wasn't really Quentin.
Right. And then Stanley Kubrick came in.
And didn't say anything because he wouldn't have.
He had a lot to say and used Michael Bay to insult all of them. And then Michael Bay came in and was like, enough. I've heard enough crap from all of you.
That sounds like a lot of overreach. I mean, why didn't they go for fucking Cecil B. DeMille for fuck's sake?
Well, season 4.5, 5 starts up soon, so they might. You never know. So yeah, but now I've watched them so much. Like it's a new like fetish for me now. Like
have they done Power Rangers versus Beetleborgs? No,
they did do the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the original artists that they take their names from. That was fun. So you have a look of confusion amidst your brow, sir.
It's not so much
browser. Never mind. Continue.
Sorry, Carl. 404 error. My sense of humor was not found.
Fuck you. That was funny. All right. Fuck it. We can move on.
Said the Joker to all the critics.
Yes. So there's a new rumor for Captain America: Civil War. That apparently two are going to battle. No, two. I would say two.
No, I would say one. Because Legolas is not a favorite character for a lot of people.
For a lot of people, but he became more of a fan favorite after...
He was more endearing after Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
He fell into more of the Hawkeye build. So let's get to the news. It's going to be Hawkeye and Black Panther are going to come to blows, apparently.
Yes.
This is not as far-fetched as people would honestly think.
No.
I mean...
Because if we're to assume that Hawkeye is Team Cap on this one,
I don't know.
Oh wait, I don't know. I think
he's going to go the other way, other than the way that the article mentioned. I think that Hawkeye is actually going to go Team Iron Man in order to the identities of his family, because it's S.H.I.E.L.D. who's protecting them. It's S.H.I.E.L.D. who set them up with their isolation and kept them hidden from the world. Oh, I guess I should have said spoilers or some shit
Right.
for the whole Age of Ultron thing. But if you haven't seen it now, then you're not a fan of the show, probably. So
that's valid.
So all that said, I don't see Hawkeye siding with Cap. I see him siding with strictly out of a want to protect his family, and I see Black Panther siding with Cap because, he knows the right thing.
I see Black Panther siding with Cap because he has a respect for him that he doesn't have for Iron Man.
I also think that Iron Man, as well as the rest of S.H.I.E.L.D. and any government organization, is going to be walking a very fine line with the Prince of Wakanda in regards to the vibranium that they have.
Yeah, I can see that. Fuck, I can't wait to see this fucking movie. It's
not going to live up to what I want it to be.
No,
I know that already. I already set an unfair precedent in my own head.
Yeah, but this is your favorite story that Marvel's done, Marvel event.
It's on par. It's on par with some very serious comic events, though, like World War Hulk or Days of Future Past. I mean, and I'm not talking the movie. I'm talking about the comics,
the actual comic,
comics. Yeah, I mean it's definitely one of my very, very favorite. The Secret Invasion is also up there. But yeah, I could see them coming to blows, and I mean, if it comes down to that, Hawkeye's going to get his ass kicked left and right. Just in the comics, even he would get his ass kicked left and right. I mean, he's a very formidable opponent. It's his own ego that would allow him to be laid low by the Black Panther.
Man, I don't know. Black Panther is the only person I've seen go really toe-to-toe with Cap for an extended time.
Well, to be fair, Hawkeye and the Black Widow are the only not powered members of the Avengers, really. I mean, you can count Iron Man, sort of, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
And even, I mean, Hawkeye managed to knock fucking ass with an exploding arrow off of one of those flying hover bike things. I mean, he knocked.
That's true. But I feel like that was due to Loki's own hubris.
Probably the hubris of a god.
Valid.
I just have to add of a god, and I'm still winning this argument no matter what. You could be like, yes, but he had smoke in his eyes, and it's like, yes, the eyes of a god.
The smoke of a god. All right.
This sounds like a weird deal. No, not going there.
Interesting. Now I want a new podcast talking about we'll call it the smoke of the gods.
Otherwise known as Willie Nelson's podcast, Carl.
Oh, I wonder if we can get Willie Nelson to do it. Don't want to.
Operating under the impression that the things that I
At the moment, kind of, yeah. just a little bit.
Like 3 years of planning on that one, sir.
All right, so on the movie section. Pleased to bring you and apparently he's luring like investors and whatnot to this. It's called Night Fox Entertainment. It's a film production and finance company that was actually launched in 2012. They've provided backing capital for various projects that are now coming out. Two of them that they mention here are Z for Zachariah, which has a pretty huge cast, like a pretty well-known cast.
It sounds like the Children of the Corn alphabet book.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it does, actually.
E is for Eustace.
Kill anyone named Eustace. But yeah, the cast for Z for Zachariah, which I'm going to have to check out now, is Margot Robbie. You guys might know her as Harley Quinn in the new Suicide Squad. Chiwetel Ejiofor. You guys might know him as being just a badass. He was the operative in Serenity.
Wasn't he Martin Luther King in Selma?
No, that was a different guy whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head now.
Was it a different Ejiofor? Because it seems to ring a bell, the Ejiofor. You know so many of them.
Yeah, there are so many Ejiofor.
Maybe it's the first name.
Chiwetel?
Chewie in the Omaha Solo. That's where it's going. It went there. I'd call him Chewie if I met him.
What's funny about what just happened is but it sounded like it was a fucking like rim shot. It was Han Solo. It's great. Anyway, so yeah, and then another one called Headlock, starring Andy Garcia. So yeah,
he's still alive.
Andy Garcia somehow. Yeah. Somehow he's still kicking around. After
you should have.
I was like, no, he didn't. But yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't know. What do you think of Timothy Christian's Night Fox?
More power to him. I think it's a really good venue. I mean, I might be biased since I live here and everything, but there's a hell of a lot more to Omaha than a lot of people would think. A lot of people are like, oh, it's the biggest small town in America. Fuck you.
Agreed.
Fuck you. It's a city.
Agreed. You would think that this place would be great for film studios and whatnot because there's a lot of space here with all of this undeveloped land that people could just build expansive fucking studios on and run that shit. But it hasn't happened yet.
It's probably a lot easier to just, go and find a studio.
Care not.
Just saying.
I care not.
Throwing out why it would be more lucrative to shoot in an already established place. It's like, what, this place would be great for an airport. We just need to build it. Look at all the space. We have airport space here.
Yeah. I'm missing your point.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
That's true.
That's my whole point.
Shit. I was going to introduce myself. We have to go back. Sorry.
Anybody who introduces himself is an asshole.
Nope. Different introduction. Welcome to the Hypocritics, you guys. My name is AKA King Jerk. That was a nickname that's been given to me.
By Anthony? Because that's the lamest nickname. Like, that's something an almost 3-year-old would say. I feel like. You know what you are? You are a King Jerk, and I bet you bought your clothes at the toilet store.
Actually, it was actually given to me by a guy named Andy from the, I believe it's the Flawedcast Network. They do a number of different podcasts, including one about wrestling, which I listen to occasionally, and it's actually really good. You guys should give it a check. Give it a check. Don't give them a check. Give us a check. But check them out when you get a chance.
You know, if you want to follow the advice of King Jerk over here.
Word.
Are you sure he didn't call you Jerk King? Because he might have just been talking about what you were doing with the whole April O'Neil thing.
No, it was King Jerk. It was King Jerk. All right, let's move into our TV section. This is going to be a long show. I hope you guys don't fucking mind just hanging out.
No, I mind.
Huh?
I got shit to do, man.
You got shit to do at 11:03 p.m.?
No, I don't have shit to do until 1. Let's do this.
All right, let's do this. So in our TV section, apparently Disney is considering Marvel and Star Wars channels to just run their No, don't. Oh, my microphone.
I dropped the mic.
He dropped the mic.
I walked away. Oh, what'd you do to this microphone? It's all uneven now.
Oh, well done. Well done. Yeah, so the CEO of Disney, Robert Iger, suggested that move on a conference call. I believe it was now, saying that they already have a major stake in movies, theme parks, and toys, and there are plenty of other areas for it to grow. I think Disney already has a shit in TV right now. They own ESPN and ABC and Disney. Like, look.
They own your house.
Yes, that's true.
And your dog house.
And your dog.
And your yard that the dog house is in.
Yep.
And the planet that yard is on. You live in the house of mouse, motherfucker.
Having worked in the cable TV industry, I guess.
That's such a stupid way to fucking put it.
As soon as I started saying it, I was like, that's not right.
In the movie industry, that way. I was fucking video store.
In the communications industry, I don't know.
That's a little better.
That's a little better, yeah. I kind of know a few of the ins and outs. The way that they package like your cable TV channels, basically they will
put a bunch of crap with the one
thing that you want. Yeah. Exactly. ESPN is a huge. Everyone wants to get rid of ESPN, and everyone wants ESPN in their cable packages so much they can just pile on a bunch of shit.
You're gonna get
to give you ESPN,
the ESPN TLC ABC family package.
So Disney owns that, which means they own.
They own ABC, don't they?
Yes, they do.
All right, so then they own the ABC Family Network.
Yep.
They own TLC.
It's possible. I don't think so, but it's entirely possible. Look, Disney owns everything, so in a roundabout way, I'm sure they do. Because it's possible that Viacom owns TLC, but I wouldn't be surprised if Disney bought Viacom and we just didn't know. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
It wouldn't surprise me if Larry King on CNN is actually one of the animatronic things from the Hall of Presidents at Disney World. So,
yep, valid. So, what do you think of that? Aside from Marvel just owning everything now, or Disney owning everything?
Shit, I don't know, man. I think that driving towards a channel for either Star Wars or Marvel is really going to take away from how special those things are when they get released. Mm-hmm. Especially Star Wars.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Star Wars, that's a life event when you see like the premiere of a Star Wars flick. That's a life event. Right? If you're seeing it every Thursday at 8, it's not a life event anymore.
That's true.
It's just fodder for your TiVo.
But will you watch it?
Probably not, honestly.
Really? Okay.
I'm not a big television fan.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, if you're not watching TV anyway, then chances are it won't even matter.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything really like against TV. Well, I do actually, but I don't have anything against people who don't have something against TV. I mean, TV is a way of life for a lot of people, and that's kind of the thing that I have against TV.
Yeah, that. You know what I have against TV? Reality shows. Fucking Honey Boo Boo. That's TV.
You know what? I stopped when MTV stopped being
valid.
I mean, come on, guys.
You got out.
I saw a show on BET the other day that didn't have a single black person in it.
Yeah,
like that's fucked.
Just like
that's more fucked than the MTV thing. I think. Like there's no music on MTV. There ain't no black people on black entertainment television. Like what happened here?
Just like Ryder Strong, you pulled out at the right time, I think. So, is that gonna? Nope. All right. So moving on
I was trying to come up with a good pun about hedging bets because of the BET thing. I really focused in the wrong area. Yeah. A lot like Sean in Mr. Feeney's class.
Nicely done. Pulled it back around.
Yeah.
So, did you happen to watch any of the Supergirl footage that they debuted?
This isn't still talking about the Ryder Strong.
Nope.
Okay.
Not talking about.
No, I didn't. I didn't watch any of the footage. What do you think? Have you seen it?
I have actually. I watched
it. Is it just like little teaser promo clips that they're showing, or is it?
Kind of. It's I would say kind of like a montage. Is
it lame as fuck? The idea was lame as fuck.
The idea was lame as fuck. It's not as lame as I thought it would be.
What's redemptive?
The actress who plays what's her name? Name? I can't fucking remember. I think so. Kara Zor-El. That's right. Kara Zor-El. Melissa Benoist, last name's pronounced, actually appears to be doing a really good job with acting in this like kind of naive way and then getting into the ring. It actually seems to be working. They've got a black Jimmy Olsen, which is why I said we come around to Mr. James Olsen. He prefers to go by James, apparently. But he's like an award-winning photographer for the Daily Bugle who comes to work for... Yes, Caleb.
Question.
Uh-huh. It's Supergirl. Why would I know that? Yes, Caleb.
Why is Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl?
Yeah, okay.
He's gonna Sean her.
Yeesh. Apparently, it's also gonna have
herpes. I'm still thinking about Ryder Strong.
Worse than herpes. Dean Cain will be in this as well. Are you Googling, is Dean Cain worse than herpes? Oh, fuck. All right. Yeah, I just laughed at my own joke because as soon as that shit like left my lips, it was funny as fuck to me. That was one of those things where it wasn't as funny in my head as it was in the air.
Dean Cain is not able. That should just be the headline and the review for all of his performances.
All right. Good enough. So should we move into our Dude Seriously section?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in a township that I'm not going to try to pronounce in South Africa, a man was held at gunpoint by 3 women and jerked off, and they took his semen. Yes, Caleb.
I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of a traffic jam in my head at the moment.
Okay. Yes, Caleb.
Okay. Was this a hijacking?
Yeah, it was a hijacking, actually. Nicely done. There. I see what you did there.
These ladies are committing crimes hand over fist.
Oof.
Like upset about this whole thing?
Yeah, he was raped.
Why,
yeah,
why is he upset? They were the ones who were, feeling testy.
Mm.
Yeah, see what I did there? No, I totally think that's a really fucked up thing to do.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. Would it be hard to perform under said circumstances?
It's funny that you mentioned that. They said, first, let me back up. 33-year-old man taken hostage.
Where? I get the South Africa thing.
Right, yeah, in South Africa. It doesn't really say. In KwaZulu Township. South
Now
Africa.
do it with an Australian accent.
I'm not doing it with any accent. I'm not doing it again at all, actually.
Also, what? Never mind. I'm done with Ryder Strong jokes.
All right. So they spotted him on the side of the road, pulled over to ask directions, then caught him off guard, pulled a gun on him, and forced him in their car. So they drove into a thoroughfare, and yes,
they threatened to
blow,
bust a fat in his ass. No,
no. So yeah, it says here that they parked the car and fondled him to get an erection. I'm quoting here. The fondling continued. His penis could not get erect. Then they forced him to drink an unknown substance from a bottle. This got him aroused quickly, even though he was still scared and didn't want to have sex. Every time the man came, the women put the semen inside of different vials and stored them in a cooler. Then they abandoned the man on the side of the road. So clearly there are a lot asked about this. You look like you're on the verge of asking probably 4. So go for it.
I know. I just have a really...
Okay.
I'm a terrible human.
Well, yeah. We know that.
I mean, what if this guy was like the 6th guy that they'd seen that day? Are we still wondering what was in the bottle?
That's fucked up.
Just asking.
That's I can't.
I mean, you get the gist of what I'm saying, right?
I can't do this right now.
Either could he, but he had that fucking bottle.
Nope. I'm trying to find a way to say that I'm done with that but every time I try to say anything, it comes out. So yeah, never mind.
Just not gonna happen.
Story, which is almost as terrible. So in Galveston.
Yep, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, we can just stop there, really. Good night, everybody.
It's not Florida.
True story. Yeah. So
are you saying the Galveston Texans is going to become Florida?
Sometimes they might as well. After this, they're on the same list. There was a guy who was a stabbing suspect, left his victim in critical condition.
So and he's bad at it. Mm-hmm. So he's bad at it. That's what you're saying.
Yep, apparently. The police looked for him and traced his whereabouts to a home. They came in to search and ran out of the house and took the officers on a brief foot chase where he was caught, arrested, and placed in the back seat of a police car, where he proceeded to then defecate in the back of the car, took a shit in the back of the car, gathered up the shit in his mouth, and spit it back at the officers. So, yeah, that's a thing that happened. Caleb, you need a moment? Nope, leaving. All right. Yep, I thought so.
We can't be friends anymore. You and your shit mouth stories.
Worth it. Which is, I'm sure, what he was thinking too. He had to have been on something. What was he on? Bath salts? I thought that was a strictly Florida thing.
He was just shooting the shit with the cops. What do you want?
Look, that has to be the story that he tells.
At least the cops didn't get it in their mouth, because then it'd be fucking cannibalism. That happened? What? It's Texas.
No. Well done. Nicely played. So, yeah, he's being held on a $100,000 bond on a charge of aggravated assault. Also being, he was also wanted on a kidnapping warrant. Yes.
Can I make note of the fact that the stabbing didn't...
They say the stabbing victim is in critical condition.
Does he smell funny?
I feel like Mr. Jonathan Glenn here just stabbed the guy and took a shit in his mouth. Just for shiggles.
Oh, man.
All right. So, let's go to Florida.
Let's not.
Walked into the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and turned for killing his imaginary friend, Mr. Happy.
It's the saddest mugshot photo I've ever seen in my life.
It really is. He's so distraught.
I'm pretty sure that the cops had to give him cookies and milk after this. Like,
yeah, you're not wrong. He told the officers that he'd stabbed Mr. Happy repeatedly with a kitchen knife, cut up the body with a hatchet, and buried him in the backyard. He said he killed his imaginary friend of 7 years for multiple reasons.
None of which were drugs.
None of which were drugs. No, actually, one of them being drugs.
They killed him for sleeping with my...
He says his room was a mess all the time with his toys and dolls. He left his empty vodka bottles all over the kitchen. Yes, Caleb.
This is why the guy needed the bottle. Mr. Happy died.
Valid. I accept that. He never picked up his empty cocaine baggies and left the toilet seat down when he peed. Wait.
Why did it get reported?
I didn't notice that.
Also, supposedly, he never remembered to take out the garbage, and he was always forgetting his wife's birthday.
Oh my God, this is wonderful. Fuck, it's so sad, but it's great.
It's only sad because Mr. Happy's dead.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, he continues and says he met
years. You have to shorten that 2-syllable word.
Yes. Before Hap started doing drugs and huge fans of doom metal, listened to it for hours with the lights turned off.
Whoa. They held on to this guy, right? Otherwise, we have a...
Yeah, they've held on to him.
Drug-abusing, doom metal chanting guy who hangs out at kids' parks.
Yep.
Who's also apparently capable of stabbing ethereal people. Which is a magic power I haven't had yet. So,
yeah, he was a terrible, terrible person and needed to be punished.
You know what they should have done? They should have introduced him to Mr. Sad. And it's like the next 7 years terrible. Like we listen to the band Chicago in the broad daylight, and we hang out at a corporate office. Just the complete opposite of this.
Yeah, no, but his life would be super together, though.
Except for the Chicago thing.
Oh, fuck it.
No, you can't just say fuck it to Chicago. The band Chicago is evil.
Chicago or cocaine? Actually, that's unfair. Or the seat down EP.
I would rather have someone say that I had the seat down when I peed on Chicago. Right. Not the city. The city's probably great. But the band, banned. I would rather be forced at gunpoint to ejaculate into tiny vials.
Go to South Africa. They can arrange that there, apparently. You know where you don't go, though? Australia. See that segue? That shit was expert. You'd think I've been doing this for a year or some shit.
You know, people who talk about the segue that they just committed, shit at them.
That's gross.
Hey, settle down, settle down. It's not like it's a cop.
It's raining spiders in Australia.
Not again.
Yeah, I do feel like this happened like last year.
It was bats last time. It was raining dead bats.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck.
You were probably bit by the fucking spiders. They're probably going to turn into like radioactive bats that out.
Radioactive? Spiders.
Apparently.
Oh. Yeah, well, we letters. And what was
wait.
million, and once it caught enough, it would lift them and take them from one location. And
that solves what Spider-Man does when there aren't buildings around.
Webs are bigger. No. So, apparently, there's a man in the article as of saying the whole place was covered in these little black spiderlings, and when I looked up